forward. But first, I know you saw in the Shaun T group about the Shift Shop. So Kelsey, I want to like give you a couple deets. So Kelsey and I talked today, and we're just like obsessed with the Shaun T group. So kind of like for your perspective, what we want this to be for Shift Shop is like a sneak peek. So once Shaun T week is over, we're going to start getting ready for the Shift Shop. But hey Allison, but we're going to like basically make it a sneak peek at the same time. So with coming up and like with it being such a big launch and us having like Natalie on the inside track and like we have all these resources. So I know that when something launches, there is like a way for you to literally skyrocket your business. So that's what we want to create for our teams is right now is when you can be inviting people to this same group. That way, before Shift Shop launches, they can watch the videos, they can see how the meal plan's gonna work, they can get kind of like pumped up with us as we're doing workouts that are gonna prepare us for the Shift Shop. Because I know for me personally, the reason I love this Shaun group so much is like, I was so excited to start Shaun Week because we did all those workouts leading up to Shaun Week. Like, I got excited to do the 7-day Shaun Week because we all had been together from the beginning. So that's kind of the point behind it. You guys are doing an amazing job sharing Shaun Week, by the way. This is such an epic thing. Beachbody's never done anything like this before. So it's really cool that you guys are here to experience it. And it's cool because a lot of you probably haven't experienced Shaun T yet. He is incredible. He's the reason I started Beachbody in like 2012. And then literally came back as a coach. And that's really it. I don't know if I've congratulated Allison yet or not, but she is an Emerald coach. I don't know if I've congratulated her on a team call, but that is amazing. And like that's something you should be so proud of. And honestly, it is not something that should scare you. That is an incredible accomplishment. And it just gets you that like one step up as far as like where you are in your biz. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. And I wanted to make this visual for you guys because I figure you'll want to take some notes. Honestly, what I put as the quote in the team page about this just really hit me hard. And that's why I want to cover this now before you guys even get any further in as coaches. A top coach said once to me, you can help people without running a business. And I was like, oh, you're exactly right. I can post on my Facebook. I can run challenge groups. I can show them what workouts to do. I can do all of these things and not need a business. But if I want to have full freedom with my family someday, full freedom of my time, the ability to step away from a job if I'm pregnant and starting a family, the ability to give back to my community, the ability to really help other people create a substantial income and a substantial future for their families, I need a business. I need a business with a substantial income. And there's not a company that I am more proud to represent than this one. I actually got a little insight on how Beachbody started and how this whole like coaching compensation plan began. And it's actually really neat. The CEO, Carl, was working, I think it was like back in the 80s. He was working for like an infomercial company. And he was basically, you know, already working for a fitness company. And he was seeing how they were selling these like crap products, like 2-minute abs and like basically just taking money from people, right? Like just like, here, buy this. It's going to get you results. Like thanks, taking commission and piecing out. And he left with his partner. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head, but they went on to create Beachbody. And the point of this company is programs that bring you results. We are not putting anything in someone's home that is not going to give them results. That is like a promise. And I know like, I don't know if you guys watched that recording of Chris when he spoke on that team call, but he emphasized that with Carl. Carl was serious about choosing him. Carl was serious about putting this program together. Our CEO has his hands in everything that goes on in this company because he wants it to be part of his vision. And what do we get to do as coaches? Well, we're so much more than just someone out there saying, buy this, it'll give you results. We are people, he wanted the company, like the heart of the company to be people that were doing the programs, people that understood the results behind what was possible for other people. That way, they could coach other people towards their success. So I feel like when you know that and you really see where we're coming from, you see the value in what we do as a coach. Because when I first started this, I was like hiding behind, I just want to help people. And I didn't attach my goals to income, and therefore my business really didn't grow. So what I want to help you guys do, if you are here to earn an income and to create a substantial future for your family, I want you to see what's possible by doing that. When I realized that everything in this business revolves around helping other people achieve their goals, and, you know, just saying I want to help people, well, I wasn't helping people by not inviting people. I wasn't helping people by not showing up on my social media. I wasn't helping people by not running successful challenge groups. I was afraid to attack this business and go after what it truly means to be a coach. I was afraid to share this business opportunity because I thought people were gonna think I was selling or trying to, like, you know, earn money from them. And I realized, like, I'm not helping anyone by keeping my mouth shut. And I'm not helping other people, you know, maybe they need $30 to put gas in their car. Like, maybe somebody needs $50 more a week to pay for groceries. Like, we don't know. Maybe somebody needs out of their miserable job, or maybe they need to be able to start a savings. That's not up to us. It's up to us to give them that avenue to do so. So we are going to learn how to earn. Well, we're going to learn and earn, because I heard this other metaphor that really stuck with me. And then I'm going to get into the juice. Guys, when you get a new job, like when I got a bartending job here in Jacksonville, when I first moved here, I went through like 2 weeks of like extensive training. I'm talking like the most training I've ever experienced as a bartender. And I still remember on my first day out of training, like a solo behind the bar, I was like, oh my God, like, I don't really know this recipe. I'm scared. I'm not going to bring this in right. Like, I didn't feel 100% confident. I didn't feel 100% ready. But guess what? I had to show up anyway. I had to show up and go to my shift. I had to fail a couple times and fall on my face a couple times before I truly learned the ropes, before I truly learned what I was doing. But I think what holds people back in this is, you know, I showed up to that job because I had a boss that would fire me. I had a manager that would say, you can no longer work here. But there's no one doing that to us in this business. But we have to be that person for ourselves. We have to be that person. So whether you are like, I've been in this business 2.5 years, and I still don't feel like I know everything to where I can just recite, you know, the policies and procedures. But that never stopped me when I started. It's never stopped me to this day. We still have to go out there and do stuff and learn while we earn. We're learning and earning at the same time. All right, so there's 2 ways to technically earn an income in this business. One is off of our retail sales, which is based 100% off of your own efforts, what you're basically selling as far as Success Club. So I am always telling you guys Success Club, Success Club, Success Club, because that's everything in this business. It's everything. Because the second way to earn income is to teach people how to hit Success Club. And you know why that's so important? Because it creates that ripple effect. And it helps people become believers in what we're doing. It helps them see what's possible, and then therefore it helps them want to become a coach and give this opportunity back to other people. So it's really that simple. Like, I don't love when people like overcomplicate this and make it into like this crazy like diagram type of thing, because this is the simplicity behind it. You will earn a substantial income in this business once you are the hardest working person on your team, and you are earning your own retail sales, plus you're teaching people how to get really good at doing that. So basically you're teaching people how to do exactly what you do. And when you think about it, that's not difficult. And I can't save the world by myself. Like, I can't reach the people that you guys will specifically be able to reach. Carl knew he couldn't change millions of lives by himself. Sean T knows he can't change millions of lives by himself. Autumn knows she can't change millions of lives by herself. We all change those millions of lives together. That team that trickles down and creates that ripple effect. So this kind of like goes along with what I was saying at the beginning. It kind of goes along with my post tonight, because I used to be so afraid to be like, yeah, like I'm a network marketer. Because I was like, oh my God, I don't want people to think I'm in a pyramid scam. I don't want them to think I'm like part of that It Works thing, or like the candle thing, or Mary Kay thing, or like all the other network marketing companies out there. But we need to stand up for ourselves. We need to stand up for this company, and we need to understand that what we do is really noble. And it's not about selling a bunch of stuff and earning a bunch of money. It's not about, you can sell 100 challenge packs in a month and see how much money you earn. But if you don't help those people truly see change, that's it for you. That's it. That's all that's going to happen. You're not going to build any kind of residual income or substantial life from that. And we help them achieve healthier and more fulfilling lives. That is like the literal mission statement of this company. And I just really take it seriously, because there are so many ways that you could feel an ailment from things in your life, bad relationships. I know that if you don't have money, you don't need money for happiness, but you need money for groceries, and you need money for gas. And I know people always think like, well, if I'm rich, then that makes me this. Or if I have a lot of money, that makes me this. And I'm thinking to myself, I just want money so I can like hang out with my friends. Like I want money to be able to have a family, so that's what we're able to give other people here. So be proud of that and stick up for that, but be careful what language you're using sometimes. Because I will tell you this, and this hurts me to say, if you're constantly telling people I'm a Beachbody coach, I'm a Beachbody coach, I'm a Beachbody coach, they might have a negative connotation with that. They might have a negative viewpoint with that, because I talk to people a lot who were with a coach that didn't treat them right or didn't give them the experience they deserved. And that's just because there are some people who come into this and think that they can just sell, and then peace out. And I know that's not us. And I know that's not what we do. So represent yourself in a way that is unique to yourself. Be able to give a 30-second elevator speech. If you were on an elevator with a bunch of people and they had no idea what the word Beachbody even was, like if they literally, I always think about that to myself. I'm like, I'm just going to pretend that everyone I talk to every single day has no idea what the word Beachbody is, because I want to set myself apart from that. Although I am 100% for it, I want people to know I'm their gateway there. So if you were on an elevator with someone and you had 30 seconds to tell them what you do, what would you say? I think when you can really get that down, you really know how to describe yourself and what you do as a coach. All right. I kind of just covered this. I want to give you this metaphor though that goes along with this slide. So I watched a video and got a lot of this information from it, but this guy basically talks about, like say you're in refrigerator sales and you are passionate about this refrigerator. Like you believe in it because it's going to help people keep their food cold. You stay for hours upon hours upon hours. You're the best refrigerator salesman that ever walked the face of the planet. That's great. That person is passionate. That person believes in what they're doing. So no matter what, it's really hard to do this business without being passionate about what you're talking about. And I don't mean passionate about, your paycheck or a number, but passionate about what's behind that, which is, these challenge packs and this opportunity. And guess what else the refrigerator guy doesn't have to do? He doesn't have to stay at work till midnight and work 14-hour days when he teaches other people how to do what he does and to believe in what he believes in. That's why this business can really give back, because you create this organization underneath you and within you that is going to continue to spread that ripple. So if you need to step away, there's where your residual income is going to come, and it's not all going to depend on whether or not you sell a challenge pack that week. So this is kind of like talking a little bit more into like something called a team cycle bonus. I don't know if you guys have ever heard me talk about volume, but attached to every single thing in this business is volume. And Shakeology is kind of like the best way to describe it. It's worth 90 personal volume points. So as your team grows, your volume grows. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen in your graphical genealogy, you like might see people there that you have no idea who they are. That is me. That is me helping you already build a team. That is me helping you already build a volume. And as a team, we help each other build an income, basically. You're helping your teammates. I'm helping you. Everyone is kind of working together to create that volume and that growth within our organization. So a lot of times, you know, sometimes the two sides will be very even. If you go into your Coach Online office and you go on the left side, you can see your volume. It'll say left leg volume and right leg volume. So this was just an example, but your weak leg would be considered the one that has the least amount, and then your strong leg would be considered the one that has the most amount of volume. And if they're very even, that's okay, because all that really matters is finding multiples of 2. So please tell me if this makes sense. And I really want you guys to raise your hand, because like I said, I'm not perfect. I've studied this 1,000 times, but I'm still working on how to actually explain it, because I understand it, but it's hard to explain. So for example, this works off of a 2-to-1 ratio. So if your left leg has 500 volume points, which means your organization, your team volume is creating that 500 volume points based off of retail sales and things that are going within them. Does that make sense? Okay. Your other leg, same thing. It's just that one might be shared with other parts of your organization, and that's why it's going to be greater. So here for this example, 500 times 2 would be 1,000. So you take the 1,000 out and you've cycled 5 times. Now you only cycle that one time because it's such a low number to a high number. Does that make sense? So if it was 1,000, then it would be 10 times to the 10,000. Does that make sense? So it's like how many times it goes into the bigger number. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. The computer looks for the multiples of 2 and goes back and forth. Does that make sense? Okay. So that would mean that you cycled 5 times. Are we good to move on? And guys, honestly, like the best thing to do for this is go watch YouTube videos, because I could literally tell you over and over and over and over again. But like I said, it's almost hard for me to even talk, like say it out loud, because I think a lot of people learn in different ways. So my advice is go watch YouTube videos and learn this until you can visually see it in your office and understand. Because this is where the money is, to be completely honest with you guys. All right, let me go to the next slide. And this is why your rank is important. I said this to you, Allison, because it's amazing. When you're an Emerald coach, you earn $14 a cycle. Ruby, 16, Diamond, 18. So I know it's like, oh, it's only $2. And I put this example here because it's like mind-blowing to me. You might only miss out on $20 with 5 cycles. But as your business grows, as your organization grows, you want to be at the highest possible rank you can be, which is Diamond as far as cycles go. Once you're at a Diamond, you could be a 25 bajillion star Diamond and you'd still only get $18 a cycle. So Diamond Coach truly is the most important rank that you can achieve, because you're maximizing all of your income possibilities. And I just think this is crazy here, you know, like you're missing out on $100 just by a rank advance. So I want you guys to see this. And does this make sense? So, right, like if you cycle even 10 times, that's a lot added to your paycheck that doesn't come from you, sending a bunch of messages and like making a bunch of sales. It comes from you just teaching your team, which honestly, I'm most passionate about, because I would rather I want you guys to understand this. I want you guys to be like, okay, I'm going to go help somebody earn a freaking awesome income. And I think that's so cool. So, this is something that I just think is amazing and such a cool part of our business, because I think a lot of people think like, oh, like I'm taking money from people on my team. You're earning a bonus from Beachbody when your team is successful. When your team is completing the mission of Beachbody and helping other people achieve healthy and fulfilling lives, you're earning a bonus. You can also earn a bonus from higher ranks. So how this works is every quarter, the company combines its total team volume and sets aside 2% to divide within the star diamond ranks. So every 3 months, yeah, that would be quarterly, oh God, you would get a bonus. So it's divided with however many 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, 15-star diamonds there are in the company at that moment. So for example, if there's, 500 2-star diamonds, the bonus is going to be a little bit less. But there's not very many 15-star diamonds. I have seen 15-star diamond bonuses as high as $45,000. I am not kidding. I have seen 10-star diamond bonuses just as high. It really depends on what's going on in the company at that time based on the volume. But honestly, guys, there is a lot of income opportunity here too. And it's not to say you have to pick one, but rank as far as like volume, you have to be a diamond to maximize volume. And you might be wondering, okay, like what's a diamond coach? Does anyone have like what does it even mean to be a diamond? Because we haven't really talked about that yet. So basically, you are creating a team and you're showing two people how to be coaches. That's it. You're teaching two people how to do what you're doing right now. Now, like raise your hand if you think that sounds scary. When I just say you're teaching someone to do what you're doing right now. Does that sound scary? Yeah. But think about the simplicity of what's behind that. Think about what it's done for your life. That is how you inspire somebody to be a coach. Don't be afraid of, I don't know how to do that, or I'm not going to be a good enough leader, because honestly, guys, that's why we have a team. That's why I'm here. That's why we have mentorships. That's why you're learning every single day to become better. And nobody's perfect. Like, nobody just gets sent out on their first day and is like, okay, like I know how to do this, right? You have to show up anyway. And you have to show up and learn as you go. Same thing with bringing on a new coach as it is with trying to sell a challenge pack or posting on social media or being in a challenge group. It's the same thing with a coach. Same thing. So diamond means that you would have 4 discount coaches. Should have put a graphic in here, but I'll post one on the team page. And then on each side of your organization, you would have 2 emerald coaches. So guys, totally doable. Why? Because it happens naturally from consistency. And if that's something that's really important to you and something you're really interested in, I want to take you separately and do a one-on-one call with you. So that's just something to message me about afterward. And we can like totally roadmap that for you. Oh yeah, well, this is that. But the other really cool thing is once you're a 2-star diamond coach, or if you sign up and have a spouse account in your account, you can earn basically double. So at a 2-star diamond coach, you open a second business center. And it's basically like it's the same one. It's still your name. It's just you can place it anywhere that you want in your organization. So say I open my second business center and I open it on my weak leg. where I really want to build volume so it maximizes and cycles with my really strong leg. So say down here in this business center, I sell Shakeology, or I sign up a coach and earn 90 PV. I earn 90 PV in that business center. I then earn it in my spouse's business center if they're here right above on that leg. And then I earn it again in my top business center. So they bounce off of each other. Does that make sense? That's why I tell you guys, because the spouse, that if that's, you know, your other family's income, that's going to come both to your home. So your spouse accounts can just sit there and basically, you know, they don't really earn a ton, but they have the opportunity to over time. So that's just something to think about. And that's just another reason why 2-Star Diamond Coach is incredible, because you're basically creating another you and just earning from it, which is nuts. You guys get that? Is that weird? Okay. I'm so excited about this. All right. The other thing is, and I tell myself this every single day, don't judge yourself off of like what your numbers are right now, or what your numbers were last week, or whatever your coach online office said. This business has ups and downs, and you guys are just starting. So you have this clean slate to just create everything that you want from. But never judge yourself off of what a number says. But if you want to see something grow, track it. Start writing down what your numbers are in your weak leg, strong leg. Start watching what they are each week. Start watching what your paycheck is each week. And I'll tell you right now that when you watch something and you pay attention to it and you track it, it grows. Just because that's where your mind's at. The law of attraction is real. I swear. I would told myself every day I was going to find the love of my life in Florida, and look what happened. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, it's real. So if this is something that's important to you, become an expert at it. Become an expert at knowing how to earn income and knowing where it comes from. And I guarantee you, once you know even more the ins and outs than I've shared tonight, you're going to be so fired up and passionate about how to go out and make those incomes happen. So that's really all I have. Let me check. I really want to open it for questions for you guys. Do you have any questions? Or want to like ask me about anything? Or can you get like any feedback? Is your mind blown? Like, how does everyone feel? Are you excited?
Excited.
Good. That's how you should feel.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
I think there's also just like a lot to take in.
Oh,
Took
yeah.
down some notes.
Good. Good. No, honestly, like, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys. Like the thing is like, I just want you to know what's possible. I want you to know what's out there. I want you to know like what you can go research even more. And I want you to see like, you know, the possibility. Because I feel like if you don't know it's there, then you don't know what you can work for. And I feel like that's just me doing a disservice to you. So whatever you want to learn more about, like I said, YouTube, the FAQ, schedule a one-on-one call with me. I'm always down to chat. Just like hop on a Zoom, hash some things out. I want to be doing that. Like I want to hear your goals and hear what you want to do with this business. So to take it one step further, schedule a call with me, or we can, you know, do whatever in that case. So thanks for listening. All right, guys. Well, if that's all, you don't have any questions. Allison, did you want to add anything?
Sorry, the slide that like the cycles, I'll watch more videos on it, but is it weekly or monthly?
It's weekly.
Weekly? Okay.
Good question. So also one other thing I forgot to add about that is you never want to go inactive in your accounts. Like, so you never want to let your account go inactive, because if you don't use all of your volume from 1 week, like if you don't utilize it because you didn't have enough to like kind of like cash in, then it's going to stay there. And it's just unused income at that point. Like you can get it all back. You just can't go inactive because it's like your whole account will just be wiped out, basically. And you're going to start fresh once you become active again. So definitely just something to keep in mind. Keep your account active because you could lose a lot that I don't want you to lose. So yeah, every paycheck is weekly. So your cycle bonuses will be weekly.
So just active is what you said before, just Shakeology or your pre or post workout.
Right. So as long as you
Every
have
month.
50 PV, you're active.
50?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm basically, I don't want to say it's like a requirement, but for me, Shakeology, just because, you want to be a product of the product first and foremost.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And since I'm doing like the 2 accounts, how much is the pre and post workout? That's enough to stay active?
Yes, that's what I do.
Okay.
So I also run a second account. I run my mom's account.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of building her like a little retirement fund and which you can do. And just let me add this really quick. It's a 1U+1 procedure. And you can search this in the policies and procedures. You can have your information linked to only one other account. And that's a rule just because, it's not really something you should be bragging about. Like if you have your spouse signed up, you always want to kind of let people know they run their business, or if you ever are talking to coach relations, it's their business, but it's your family's business, the way I look at it. You know what I mean? It's our family business is the way I look at it as far as my mom's account, and same with a spouse account. But yeah, as if you can only have your information on one other account. And what was the question? Did I answer that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All I asked was if I have Shakeology on one and then the pre-post workouts on the other, that's enough to stay active on both of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And your account will stay inactive, and then if sometimes it'll happen with orders. If people return a bunch of orders, it could affect you, but you can just go buy a cookbook and just see how much, I'll keep track of that stuff for you guys too, but you can see how much PV you need and go make a purchase basically, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So everything has volume attached to it. Volume is how we cycle bonus, and rank is based on our organization placement of where that is. But you can stay a diamond coach and still make $5,000 a month. I mean, it just depends, because with rank, things have to be pretty even. So a 5-star, you have to have 3 diamonds, 2 diamonds. The only thing that's really uneven is a 9-star diamond coach, which is 7 diamonds on one side and 2 on the other. So I think a lot of times, a lot of people will go from 2-star diamond to 9-star because they're probably just building their 1 weak leg a ton. And then they get that one more diamond on the other side, and it's boom, 9-star diamond. So yeah. I hope this was helpful.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ladies. Well, I will let you get back to your night. Paige, did you want to add anything else?
I think my question was, I was new to the whole inactive active thing.
Yeah.
So just to stay active, you at least need shakes. Is that what you said?
Personal volume on your account. Mm-hmm. So that can just come from Shakeology, because Shakeology has 90 personal volume points.
Okay. So just mine will be enough?
Mm-hmm. But
okay.
What you can do if you're interested in signing up your husband is do what Allison did, and get our pre and post workout, basically through his account. So sign him up as a discount coach in your organization, so you get it discounted every month. But sign him up with the performance line. And then you would be halfway to Emerald. It could even count as Success Club points. And you're going to kind of weirdly make the money back. But yeah.
Oh, I might have you help me and show me how to do that.
Absolutely.
The pre-workouts are really good.
Yeah, definitely. He would probably even like that for before his jiu-jitsu class. So
I used to drink Energize just to drive on long car rides.
Oh, that's a good idea for after night shift.
This needs to be my coffee in the morning.
It's for some people. I know a lot of moms that are this is my mom juice. I'm I believe it. This stuff is crazy.
Yeah. I'll try it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for hopping on. I had a lot of fun, and I will talk to you soon. Set up a call with me if you want. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.